when you have a team like the MCC to compete with, it's a whole different level of the game. We in Canada, we won the last America's Cup, the 20 overs cup, and we thought maybe, we were good. But we didn't realize just where we stand when we face a team like the MCC, right?
I've been pleasantly surprised by the standard actually. I didn't really know what to expect. It's been really surprising to see how much talent there is, and more importantly I think the amount of enthusiasm. There's just so much passion for the game as well.
We're so lucky in England that cricket is played in schools. There's many clubs that play cricket. For the female players that are playing in countries like the US and like Canada, where cricket is not a primary sport, it's not a main sport, so facilities are hard to come by. The girls may be miles and miles from each other. So I think the role that the MCC plays in developing women's cricket is a really important one, both at home and when we come abroad.
It's so important we spread the spirit of cricket message across the world, and that's part of our job out here, is not just to play but to talk about the spirit of cricket and how important that is. And we all want to win, we all love playing the game to win, but it's important that there's other messages that we must get across while we're here. And playing the game in the right spirit, win or lose, is really important, and I think that's been one of the really standouts for me on this trip so far, is how much sportsmanship there has been between the two teams and how much respect for both teams there's been, and that's something I've really enjoyed about the cricket out here so far.
This tour of MCC to Toronto and the US, I think this has been the best thing that's happened to women's cricket in a long while on this continent. It's just showcased what level women's cricket is at in this time and age. And for the players that are playing here, they know where they stand today compared to the players we're seeing or watching out on the field. We don't have the same number of players in Canada that we used to before. The popularity has gone down a little bit, but that's what this development is all about. And this tour of MCC coming here to Toronto is going to be a giant step in helping raise the popularity of the game again in Canada.
There's a couple of things that is really important for us when we come on tours like this. The first of which is to do some coaching work. So we're looking forward on Saturday to going up to Niagara Cricket Club and doing a bit of coaching work with the Canadian players. We can play them in games and they can have a watch, but it's really important that they get to talk to us while we're showing them some more things about technique or about tactics or whatever. The other thing that's really important as well is the spirit of cricket. That key message about respect for officials, about respect for the game and playing the game in the right way.
Just knowing that Charlotte and Claire were coming out, I think that itself was, everybody wanted to be here. And given this opportunity to actually watch them live, I think for most Canadian players, it's an awakening. I mean, they know how much they got to work towards to even get to that standard. So there's a lot of work that's got to go in before we can get to that standard. We've got ways to go. There's a big development path we've got to take and a big gap we've got to bridge. I just hope MCC organizes more such tours and provides us more opportunities for development of cricket on this continent.